Lowe's deliver both. Lowe's Denver Hotel. And welcome back here to Infinity Park in Glendale, Colorado. We've seen the first half of this second semi-final between Glendale and Palmer. A very tight struggle. Glendale currently edging it 8 points to 3. Brian, what did you make of that first half?
Well, I think the score is actually quite deceiving because I thought Palmer College actually dominated territory, dominated possession. They just haven't been able to come away with any points. We thought we saw a try there in the corner, but so far Glendale clinging to an 8-3 lead, and they took advantage of one or two opportunities they've had. Yeah, it's been a very difficult struggle, I think, for Glendale to get the ruck ball that they want to create the spaces. And if you contrast that really with the power play of the forwards of Palmer, it's been a real battle. It certainly has. And Palmer, again, very physical at the breakdown. But it was Glendale that got on the board first. And it was Stringer here. He gets the ball taken away from him. I think that was Spencer Scott, number 7. Quickly goes out to Nessie Malifa. He sees no one back, and he knows he's got some speedsters out wide. Max Statler, James Patterson both running for the ball. Statler chips it ahead to Patterson. Patterson able to dot down to make it 8-0 at that point. And then Palmer, though, to their credit, they continue to put pressure on. And Stringer, again, I love the way he's taking these quick tap penalties, keeping this Palmer side going forward. Nearly scores himself, about a meter short. And then Mike Junk right here, he picks the ball up. Looks like he scored in amongst those Glendale defenders. Referee said no. They did bring it back, and Palmer was able to put 3 points on the board through the kick by Chad London. But again, I think a very good effort by Palmer College in this first 40. And we talked about Stringer. He wanted his team to play with confidence. They certainly did in that first half. Yeah, they have played with confidence. What they haven't done, though, is they haven't converted that pressure into points. Right. And that is going to be really telling for mine. That ability for them to get in the red zone and score the points. Agreed. Okay, well, we'll be back after this short break for all the action in the second half. It looks like it's going to be a cracker in the second semi-final, Palmer versus Glendale.
Our Wells Fargo team members have their own definition of banker's hours. In a time when budgets are being cut for our schools, parks, and other important programs, we believe commitment to our communities is more vital than ever. And that's why every day, our people give thousands of hours to the communities we serve. 1.3 million just last year. Wells Fargo, with you when your community needs a hand. To find out how we can help in your community, visit wellsfargo.com.
For the thirsty, for those who hang out in packs, for heroes, for sidekicks, for those who see the glass half empty, for those who see it half full, for those on the right, for those on the left, for those with nicknames, for those with curves, for people that cycle, for people that recycle, for BFFs, for frenemies, for those with style, for lovers, for families, for big families, for everyone.
There's always something new on Applebee's 2 for $20 menu.
Over there, that's Mike. We call him the Comeback Kid. He and his buddies, they're always coming back to Applebee's.
Right now, it's the jazzed up flavors of Bourbon Street. Get 1 appetizer and 2 entrees for just $20. Like our totally inspired Bourbon Street chicken and shrimp loaded with Cajun flavor on a sizzling skillet, or our tender new blackened chicken penne.
We love it when our neighbors come back, so we're always giving them a reason to.
2 for $20 now with the flavors of Bourbon Street. Only at Applebee's. Now serving half-price appetizers late night.
The new place is perfect, or at least it will be, with a little help from Dex. In the book or at DexKnows.com. Dex can help you get results fast and deliver the best local advice so you can get it done right. Right here, right now.
We should do this more often.
Dex, results for the here and now.
Coro e coro, anche se sfide sono scorreggianti, e un modo nemici, non posso spiegare il mio energia, io devo preservare me, così io posso saltare I miei nemici.
Gaming consoles, especially older ones, can use as much energy as a full-size refrigerator. So turn your game's power management settings on, and be sure to unplug when you're done. So when the energy bill comes, you win.
You're so good looking. I can't wait to photograph you while you're sleeping. I wonder if I should get a ladder. Do you have any pets? Because after you break up with me, I'll probably try to kidnap them. Oh, shoot. I gotta meet my boyfriend. But I'll call you like 600 times tonight, okay? Bye.
It's like this every.
Today's match from Rugbytown, USA is brought to you by Hilton Garden Inn. Everything right where you need it. Hilton Garden Inn. Guinness. Stand a stout with Guinness. Drink responsibly, please. Turner Construction. Teamwork, integrity, commitment. Turner Construction. And by Waste Farmers. Food for soil, food for people, food for industry. Waste Farmers.
USA Rugbytown. Welcome back now to Glendale, Colorado and Infinity Park. We're going to drop down for the second semi-final. Dallin Stanford, he's on the sideline and he's with the Glendale coach, Mark Bullock.
Thanks, Johnny. I'm here with Mark. Mark, it's been a pretty tough first half. Battle of the Breakdown was very fierce.
Absolutely, and Palmer did a great job in the last 20 minutes. They kept the ball in their hands and kept it away from us, and I thought we were back on our heels, not defending as well as we could. So we addressed that at halftime, and hopefully we'll see a difference in our performance the first part of this game, or this half, and see what happens.
Yeah, so their forwards have been their sign. They don't look that dangerous out wide. What are you going to do to counter their forward pack?
Well, it's interesting you say that. Part of our discussion was, A, we have to get the ball in hand, and then we need to move it into space because we think there's a lot of opportunities for us. And so that's what our emphasis is going to be.
Yeah, you won't have James Patterson tomorrow if all goes well, but you still have a very talented back three.
We've got a plan for that tomorrow if we get that far into the finals, so we'll see what happens.
All the best, coach, and thank you very much.
All right,
okay,
thank you.
Cheers. Back to you guys, Johnny.
Thanks, Dallin. Interesting comments there from the coach.
Oh, and Johnny, a golden opportunity for Mike Junk. That ball just popped right in his hands. He had clear sailing for 22 meters as that ball bounced off Paga's hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
Yeah, definite missed opportunity there from Palmer. But they've got a great attacking scrum here. Numbers right and left. Probably try to get their tight head up slightly. Number 8, 8-9, little switch with the 12 to Junk. Fights through it. He's a little static. Good long place. And he's saying hands in the ruck. So another penalty. Now, are these penalties, are they mounting up in your mind, Brian?
Oh, they certainly are. And again, it's the result of the pressure. And again, if London can hit this, he already missed 2 earlier today, but if he can make this, I mean, that's such a morale booster for a forward pack.
Yeah, from that side of the field.
Here's Junk again going in the tackle.
Yeah, and there's a little hand in there.
Yeah.
There's a little hand in there from the number 8 from Glendale, Clint Camp. Should know better.
And a good start, nearly a try off Junk's hands to start this second half, and now Chad London with an opportunity to get just 2 points adrift of this Glendale side.
Chad London lining this up.
And I'd have to think that Luke Stringer told his charges. I think he said just let's do more of the same in the second half. Keep the pressure on.
It'll come. It'll come. Be patient. It'll come. Dear me. They're just extremely profligate with the points that are provided to them. And that is not acceptable. So the first 10 minutes of action are brought to you by Wells Fargo. For over 150 years, our customers have counted on our strength and stability. Wells Fargo Bank. Now Sam Malifa to restart the game with a 22 dropout following that failed attempt from Chad London. He's the one under this ball. He catches it midfield, just on his own 10-metre line. Puts up and under. Looks a bit deep for mine. Malifa's underneath it. calls for the mark. The fair catch in your own 22. Gets it, plays on quickly. Steps. Oh, was that high, Viz? Or was it just around the shoulders?
Well, the referee was in a good position. I think he might have got some help from the side. Yep.
And the touchy came in, yep, and gave the call. It looked high from here.
Yeah, just be careful for me, 3. Yeah.
And it's my friend Don LaRue, I'll tell you what. Here it is, Nesse, ball in 2 hands. He's going to pass, he's going to kick. What's he going to do? Yeah, that is definitely high. And I'll tell you, that is very close to a yellow card. That was a little wraparound, but it did not look pretty. Malifa seems to be fine, bounces up, kicks the touch with a little banana kick. And we now have a line out, and Glendale have an opportunity to exert some pressure. Seems the last 20-odd minutes of the game has been all Palmer. Nice line out off the top. Furlong feeds Malifa. Malifa, no-look pass on the inside. Woohoo! Rock and roll. It's taken into contact by the Glendale winger, but it's static ball. It's the number 1 for Glendale. It's Peter Bota bustling through a couple. Oh, it's taken off him by Chat London. He's away now on the outside, sorry. Kicked ahead there out of the ruck. Stringer has it. Composed himself. Little dink. And it's a nice kick, but Patterson takes it. He's in his own 22. Sort of wobbly old kick, but it's down in the tram tracks there. Oh, they let it bounce, and it's a lovely kick. Goes into the 22. They play on. Stringer now has it. Touch judge not up with the play, so we're not sure if that was straight or not. Stringer kicks to touch. And at the end of that, we're going to have a line out on the Palmer 10-metre line. Some good kicking skills there.
Well, some good players out there. James Patterson, yeah, Stringer.
Yeah, some good footballers. Rugby's a multifaceted game. You've got to be able to kick, be cool under pressure, pass, and produce big hits. Off the top, nicely from Glendale. Malifa with the ball. Second man played again to Clamp. Nice tackle there from the Palmer open side. That's Spencer Scott, but they recycle relatively quickly. Malifa off his toes, beautifully done. Drills in behind, there's a bit of space. Very nice kick. Well done. Nesse Malifa getting good field position for Palmer, for Glendale.
You know, Johnny, one of the players that I think Glendale's really missing today is Mike Kenyon. Looks like Dewan Reed and Scott King getting to know each other a little bit better out there. But Mike Kenyon has been a fantastic player for Glendale this year, and I think they really miss him in Duluth today.
Options, please.
That line out was not straight. Didn't go down the
Scrum the line out.
So that throw not straight. And Glendale have gone for the scrum. The scrum was a little creaky, but they've gone for it. And it's a slightly better attacking position, I think, off the scrum.
They're trying
Glendale have stack left.
Yeah, Johnny, they're trying to draw all the defenders out left. I wouldn't be surprised to see a right side move here. Clint Camp, we've already seen him run weak a couple of times today. That scrum's not going to wheel the right way.
He's gone blind Furlong. I don't think he had any choice. He's gone for the line. Can he get there? No, driven into touch. I didn't feel they were going to want it to go right because Palmer had left their winger there, Scott King, but the way the scrum screwed, the pressure it was under, they had no choice.
Well, no, the way it's screwed, that's when you go strong because you don't. That flanker's going to be right in your hip pocket when he picks up.
Good tackle from Scott King.
Yeah, once that scrum screwed it all, the play was off. The number 8's got to realize that. Scrum half's got to realize that. Get it out to your back line.
Palmer now. It's Jacob Myers throwing in off the top from 2. Oh my word! And it's a knock on from the half. I'll tell you what, off the top from 2 is not the play when you're on your own 5-metre line, Brian. Even Dallin Stanford, who is a little known forward expert, could tell us that.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to catch it, bring it down to the ground, safety first, especially in your end zone over there. You've got to protect the ball, no tapping. I'm a back and I know that.
So, take 2, Viz. What are we doing now?
Yeah, it's going to go strong. There's not enough room on this weak side, I don't think. And especially that last scrum we saw wheeled, I can only think they're going to go to the backs. Oh, see? Like I said.
Make an idiot out of both of us.
Well, they should have went out to the back.
I agree. They've recycled the ball. It's static. It's gone to Malifa on a long pass. He has a look, fakes, steps inside one. He's isolated now. Stringer's off his feet. Otherwise, it could have got a turnover. One quick pass there. Oh, goes for the gap. Interesting play there from Dewan Reid. Has he got it back? Yes, he has. Furlong moves it. Malifa now. 2 passes. Wide ball. Can they score? No. Good tackle there. It's Clamp, I think, the number 8's caught out wide. Stringer seemed to come in from the side from me, but he's let it go. Oh, that was an interesting play.
Ball was out, no problems.
Okay, fair enough. There we go. Very clear, the referee. I thought he came in from the side, but no, the ball was out, and he kicked it through.
Settle down, boys, settle down.
There's a little bit more of these push and shove. Talk us through this, Viz.
Time off.
Well, the referee said the ball was in play. Stringer just went through, did a good job recovering it, and then Patterson just drove me to touch, and that's when, Stringer didn't like the way that he got thrown into the bank up there.
No. Well.
It's another great view of Infinity Park.
You can't hear me.
Tell you what I like also about the stadium, the staff here, they have a Rugby 101. They wear a kind of bib, educate the fans that are newer to the game, and that's a nice little touch, I thought.
Yeah,
you know?
Absolutely. No, it's just great. It's great. These purpose-built stadiums are like Infinity Park. It's just wonderful. Great atmosphere. I love the bowl, surrounds. It's just great, and it's always a fantastic surface. So head to Infinity Park every other Monday night this summer for movies on the Jumbotron. Monday Movie Madness is fun for the whole family with films like E.T. and The Princess Bride, Dallin Stanford's favourite. Bring a picnic, bring the kids. Admission is free for all. That's Monday Movie Madness on the Jumbotron at Infinity Park.
Yeah, I'll definitely be here. What a great stadium. What a great thing. Bring the missus, bring the family, the kids. So just try and include everybody, and you'll be a bit more about Infinity Park here, Viz.
Yeah, Infinity Park, again, just a great rugby structure here. $50 million the cost. Pitch size, 68 meters by 100 meters. Can hold 5,000 people, 35,000 square foot sports center. I mean, they got everything here. It's a fantastic facility. And just building a reputation as a championship venue. Is host to many Eagle games, many club championships, all-star competitions. So if there's a rugby competition going on, chances are it's going to be right here in Infinity Park.
Good line-out move there from Glendale, punching real close to the post here. Pick and drive from the loose head prop, Peter Bota. Can he get the ball back? Chad London in there holding him up. He's over the line. Can he get it down? The referee has awarded the try. He was ideally placed. Stringer's gesticulating. He's not happy.
Went against the post and then on.
But I tell you what, that's a very interesting call there from the referee. It was a pick and go from Bota. He looked isolated, but the cavalry arrived and they have driven it over. Palmer players not happy at all. But it stands. Glendale 13, Palmer 3.
And it looks like he was almost touched down at the base of the back of the goal pad. Yeah. We know, I've never seen one. I've seen him in the front, but never in the back. Let's see if we can take a look at it. But Daryl Furlong got in on that drive as well. They had a couple of backs in there, I believe, and Peter Bota. There's Daryl Furlong. You can see his face. Look at the drive. Look at the leg power by Bota. We're not going to get a look at it, but it certainly looks, well, boy, I don't know. It looked like it was off the pad. The referee pointing at the pad, though. But Stringer was right there.
But I'm pretty sure that it has to be the pad and the ground.
Right at the base.
Not just the pad.
Right. No, I know that. Right at the base.
Yeah.
I don't know if it all came together or not.
That was clearly a try, mate. I wouldn't have called it if I clearly didn't see it.
Well, you heard the referee. I would not have called it if I did not clearly see it. And he was in perfect position.
Yeah, no denying that.
What really was impressive was the rest of the pack coming to help Bota, because he was by himself, was a bit upright. Yep. But boom, they came in right on his shoulder and helped him out and pushed the big man over for a props dream try.
And it looks like Chad Slaby, the tight head prop for Glendale, is coming off the field.
Big man having a rest. Looking like he's holding on to someone to keep himself stood up. In any event, Palmer to restart the game. That's Stringer. He kicks off. Deep kick towards the 22. It's taken by Glendale. They drive it in, set up a ruck. Good contest there. Excellent contest from Augie Manelik. Great steal, well done. It's been very impressive at the breakdown, Augie Manelik, a former Penn State representative. Been great at the breakdown. Stringer looking at his options now. Junk with the ball, hands it off to Corey Adrago. Good tackling from Glendale. You could hear the hits up here. They go the same way. It's a number 7. James Fitzgerald taking the ball on. Stringer at the base. They move it now through the 15.
Oh, if they were lined up, they had numbers out wide,
Daniel
Palmer.
Fitch there. Hands it off. Stringer again. Chad London. London, wider ball. Goes out wide. It's King. What can he make of it? Good D there from Tyler Siegel from Glendale. Just edging up on this 22. Stringer, ooh, little throw over the shoulder. And that's the number 8, Basset, who is caught with the ball isolated.
Holding on.
And a fantastic turnover there from
You're isolated
Glendale.
and holding on.
It was Pat Doyle, 19. Great stuff from him, great body position. We saw Basset isolated. Stringer really did sort of shift on some trash to him. Did what he could, but he got isolated. And Pat Doyle, replacement.
Yeah,
well known for his ability at the breakdown.
Yeah, Glendale's got a few replacements in there, Johnny. I see 16, Pat Carroll in there, Josh Sutcliffe, number 17. A whole different front row, I think, in the second half. Peter Boda might still be out there.
The try scorer, Peter Boda.
And I'm wondering, was Sutcliffe in the lineup? I'm assuming Stan Moali's gone to the flank.
What's your numbers, boys?
Yep, looks like a Moali.
And Moali can play in a number of positions, I understand.
He's unbelievable. Very talented player. Looks like Doyle's playing on the flank as well.
And in fact, Moali's now lurking out of the centres. They use him there as well every now and again for line-out.
Oh, like a good flanker, lurking in the centres, Dallin.
There he is. He's a hard man to bring down.
Yeah, and Kobe Knepp is still in there. So the back row is Doyle, Moali, and Knepp.
Great line out, precision stuff off the back. That's the one the backs want. Quick ball off the top. Siegel now. Oof, bounces out of one, goes again. Again, another great contest from Palmer. They are lucky to get that back. Furlong uses Malifa. Nice ball. He's taken out late there for Basset.
What a steal. Augie Manelik, what a...
I think Glendale have recovered it, though.
Looked like he had it.
Malifa back in the pocket, does the right thing, chips it towards the corner. Can he get the roll? He does.
Boys, he's been spot on.
He gets the crucial bounce, the off-spinner's bounce for those of you who love cricket.
Just me, Johnny.
Yes,
fair enough, you and I. Well played, some great tackle, great work at the breakdown from Palmer. Just Glendale survived that. And I think Malifa made the right decision there, down. They were going nowhere. Just drill it in the corner, put the pressure on. It'll be tough for Palmer to go 80 here to get the try that they need. Short play to LaRue at the front of the line out. Smart. Break it up. Stringer now. Box kick. Dinks it over. He's in his own 22, so it can go out. But it's taken there by Dewan Reed. Reed misses a pass and a little bit of space. Ooh, a little bit of magic footwork there from him. Doesn't beat a tackle. Furlong uses Malifa, drifting around the corner. Beats one. What's he got? Oh, just a little knock on there. Oh, that was a lovely little dummy from Malifa. He just wanted to switch there to Dewan Reed. I don't know if they just misread each other's playbook on that. But it was a lovely play from Malifa, as we know well, he can take the ball to the line and create things, especially from those broken play situations.
Yeah, Malifa's so good there with a step and a dummy, but he times it so well. And when the least expected, he has a go with the foot. And watch the replay here. Viz, talk us through this.
No, it's just a fantastic work again. The vision by Nessie Malifa and Dewan Reed. Credit to him. He's really improved as an all-around rugby player. He's looking for work down. That gap was there. It's just the timing maybe a little bit off the pass, maybe not right in front, but good thinking by the Glendale backline.
Yeah, I really like the way Dewan Reed accelerated then when he knew Malifa was going through the half gap, sniffing out tries. Bit messy at the back. Stringer gets it away. Patterson again lets it bounce and it goes in a touch. And that's another reason why you don't want to let it bounce.
We've really seen some educated kicking by both sides. Luke Stringer's had some good ones. Chad London, Patterson, and Malifa. Some excellent kicking.
And the next 10 minutes of action are brought to you by XL Energy. XL Energy, responsible by nature.com. It's going to be Josh Sutcliffe to throw it in. Another good line out from Glendale off the middle. Malifa feeds Ponga, takes it in, takes three with him. Can he get it back? No, because that man again, Augie Manelik, has got another turnover. Loudon chips it over the top. Dewan Reed goes back. Oh, I tell you what, he played a very high-risk game there, letting the ball run over. He got away with it, but let me tell you, that was close.
Oh, you got to love the way Augie Manelik has been playing. That's another steal that almost led to a try. London thought he had some speed out wide. The kick just kept in the play a little bit. Palmer from Davenport, Iowa, fouled in 1960. Third straight chip to the Final Four. Pretty impressive. And I know way back when they had some really good rugby teams. A couple of my old teammates in Grand Rapids, Michigan, Mike Halliday and Freddie Schofield, graduates of Palmer College, and some of the early Eagles.
Yeah. When he means early, he means those are probably
early, yeah.
Not that early.
Mike Halliday was in the first Eagle team, I think. That's how early it was.
Not that early. You're a World Cup participant, Brian Vizard. It's not that early.
But Palmer, again, a long tradition of rugby excellence.
Welcome.
As John Hoffman taking a blow. He's out,
numbers?
number 4.
What's our numbers? 4.
4-man line out. Time back up. Now, for me, yeah, exactly. Thank you, referee. Let's pick this up. This actually should be a free kick.
You're in, so you stay here.
We should just award a free kick, Brian.
Well,
what do you think?
You can't come and go, so you stay here. Yes.
At times, he's very generous.
Yeah. He wasn't the Palmer on that try, though.
Correct. Line out at the front. Stringer looks for the gap. It closes, but he bustles through one. Does well. He's strong. Combative, number 9.
Don't be silly.
Good leg drive from Don LaRue. He's been impressive. Chad London now getting his back line moving. That's Junk. He's held up by Punga.
Knocked on.
And a little knock on, the referee spotted. I didn't see it from up here, but
he knows.
Infinitely closer than I am.
The other guy.
Well refereed.
Yeah, just not be able to break their line there. With Siegel made a great cover tackle to stop the momentum there.
Watch to the blind this side, please, Derek.
But I'd like to keep more ball with the forwards. I think that's where they're dangerous. Watch the replay here. Great low tackle from Siegel. And with the knock-on probably coming in from Junk as he hits the deck. There it is. Ball got stripped.
Just got a hand in.
Yeah.
Nice stuff.
Siegel again actually involved double times.
Yeah, Siegel and Pog involved in that tackle.
Those double plays, just invaluable, especially out wide. If you can make a chop tackle, get to your feet, tackle the next guy, it's incredible the benefit it can have to your team. Great stuff from him. Great work rate.
Stay on 9.
Much better scrum from Glendale. Malifa now moving the ball. Siegel off the side of the boot. Will it stay in? It does. It bounces up on its nose, but then it goes into touch. Very close. I'm not sure if that was meant to be like a kick pass situation. Down, what did you make of that?
Well, Johnny, we've seen it once before from Glendale this season. They've actually kicked it to Statler, who's racing down the touchline. But yeah, that time it did look like it skewed a bit. Either way, good chase, following up nicely as a good winger should be.
I would have liked to have seen Statler toe that ball ahead on the fly.
That's
he was
right,
close enough to almost do that.
That's right, and with that speed, he would have got around his man there. But pretty exciting, nevertheless.
Yeah, very exciting stuff. Palmer line out. It went to LaRue, but it's taken by Glendale. The line out for Palmer, just letting them down a little bit. Wiley now takes it on. Good, strong leg drive. Great defence. Furlong goes, there's a gap, he's through. Is his support going to get to him? Stay strong, beats 1, beats 2, beats 3. Is he going all the way? I think he is. That is a fantastic try. I tell you what, big ups to Darryl Furlong because he has picked up and passed just about on every occasion in this match. And like a very experienced player, a player with a good mind, he sensed that that was his time, and didn't he take it well?
He had to have, because there was no support within 15 meters. And look at the pass. He had Manilek biting on that. And there's the fend that gets by 1. Stringer gets caught up, and then he gets past the fullback. And excellent try, Darryl Furlong.
Daniel Fitch nearly did the splits trying to tackle him, and he stepped him so beautifully.
Magic play for the man. Furlong's been impressive all season. He's really been one of their stalwart players at the base. And you're right, when he had to go, he put his head down. There was nobody with him. So phenomenal finish by the halfback.
Former Leinster U20 player back in Ireland. And he certainly had all the skills on that play. Good fend. I think that fend really opened things up for him. Took 2 Palmer players out of the play.
Yeah, he got a bit lucky. One of the Palmer players, as he fell over, actually tackled the other defender. So that was luck. But you need a bit of luck. For me, it was just the patience of knowing when to go. And as opposed to Stringer, who goes maybe too much.
Yeah.
The extras added by Tyler Siegel. And it is now Glendale 22, Palmer 3.
Now Bradley Winbush looks like he's going to be coming on.
You have to think that's the key score, Brian Vizard.
Yeah,
they can start rolling their bench. We've got 20 minutes to go. I don't know. I think Palmer have got something left.
Oh, I do too. It's a tough situation for Bullock. You want to rest for tomorrow. You think you're going to get through, but again, there's that chance that Palmer will let him right back in this match. Yeah, Brad Winbush just came on. He's probably going to be playing in the back row. So a very talented player. Does a knack for the try line, nose for the try line.
Stringer kicks off again.
And that's Winbush right there, right in the game.
Man on. Good feet. To Malifa. Kicks across field. Slow, spiring kick.
This might work.
Runs. Sits up. It does! Sattler has the ball. What a fantastic bounce. He is going all the way. Amazing. Well, we've just talked about that very play. And what an incredible try. Incredible try from Max Statler.
He's got such sheer speed, and I'll tell you what, he never gives up when he chases, and you saw that beautiful ball when we get the replay. Oh, a dream winger's try.
You guys aren't going to credit Nessie Malif at all on that?
No, I'm not.
It's what we expect from Nessie. It's what he does. Spiral, beautiful kicks to the sideline.
Come on.
Do you think that he meant to do it?
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. Here he is.
Well, in any event, I think he was going for possession, but they kind of got a bit lucky. It was a twisting, turning ball. He stepped to catch it, which took him through. Now, the question is here, has he grounded the ball properly? Let's have a look. Oops, we lose our camera.
Well, the referee's given it, so...
Just a hit there
yeah.
that we might have lost the touchdown. But in any event, it stands. Glendale 27, Palmer 3. That seems to be the game for me. Viz, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, 26 points now. That's going to be the difference after this successful conversion. That's going to be a lot to ask of this Palmer side. And again, very similar to the first semifinal. Not that many strike players on this Palmer back line, that can make some quick scores. They really work hard to get down to the Glendale end of the field. And it takes up a lot of time, and, they just don't have that luxury. 17 minutes left in this damn test. 26-point differential. That's a lot to ask.
Stanley getting the home crowd jazzed up, as they should be. The local heroes.
There's Mike Taffel. He wants to come into this game, and if he does come into this game, it's going to be a bit of a milestone here at Infinity Park in Glendale. He'll be the first Glendale player to have played in 100 games.
Fantastic.
So when Taffel comes in, I'm sure he's going to come in. That's going to be quite a moment. Boy, in that last try, just a backbreaker, just a long play like that, wide open, cuts right through your defense. That really takes a lot out of you. Doyle's been around here for a long, long time. He might be one of the originals on this squad.
Malifa on the blocker play there. Nice take by Siegel. Looks like they're going to try and open up here. It's Patterson. Well tackled though on his own 10-meter line. Furlong looking for a forward. Finds it.
Let him go now.
Just getting over the game line. LaRue again, you can hear the referee asking to release the player. Wiley going down the short side, skirting with it. It's a turnover, but
They came forward first by Glendale on the ground.
that's the call from the referee. Went forward out of the tackle, either by commission or omission, and it will be a Palmer scrum. And we've got Don LaRue down in a little bit of distress here.
Time off.
Yeah, I think he needs more than just the hairdresser to come spruce him up.
It looks like his knee. It's a big number 3 has been impressive.
Simon Dybee just came in for Justin Paga in the midfield for this Glendale side. One of a few Aspen players that switched over a year or so back. Spencer Scott, who's wearing number 7, he's another. And here's Glendale, founded in 2006, and I think they've been in the Final Four in just about every year since then. I think they started D3 possibly, then D2, then D1, but the last year the defending champions as they won the title last year. And here comes Mike Taffel in for his 100 cap for Glendale. That's a big moment.
Yeah, great achievement from Mike Taffel.
Yeah, he's replacing Peter Botha at the front. Try score, that kind of lifted his try. Kind of lifted this Glendale side. They've been playing much better in the second half. Yep. Good guy. Taffel's a great guy. Really good guy off the pitch. I wonder if he's going to get one of those silver caps that Richie McCaw got.
Maybe. Palmer to feed the ball, Stringer. Good scrum from the new Glendale front row. Mike Taffel coming out.
Advantage offside.
Offside from Mwali there, playing on the flank at the moment. Falling in the tackles. It doesn't have much advantage, but Palmer on the pick and go. Pretty lateral. Still advantage to Palmer from that offside at the scrum. We come back to it. Palmer going to have to get on with it. Stringer jogging over. There's no advantage really to him now except to maybe bang it into the 22 of Glendale and see if they can get an attacking opportunity.
And binding.
Yeah, I think they got to get these lineouts down deep so they can pick up some territory that way quickly.
Well, the problem they've got is their line out has kind of let themselves down a bit.
Hasn't been as sharp as Glendale, that's for sure.
And this is 21.
That's kind of the end of the play there.
I think it's Matt Walker there. Just going across the field, there's no advantage there.
Yeah, he called Mwali way before that.
Yeah, absolutely. So in any event, here we are. There's a 4-man line out for Palmer. Bassett playing halfback. He steps in, tries to win it. It's messy, very messy, but I think they've got it back. They have. Stringer at acting as halfback to London. London looks for a runner. It's the steel merchant, the burglar, Augie Manelik. London, short ball to the junk. He's tackled in midfield. Stringer again to London. Another short ball. Look forward to me, and it was. Called so by the referee. Well, they're a little predictable, Dallin, aren't they?
Yeah, London's a very skillful player. He's got some great little nifty offloads and lines he runs. But there's not much off him. The guys are running pretty straight into each other. So you watch the replay here. London looks inside and then passes it forward. The motion with his hand obviously went forward as well. But the runner's just getting tackled. They need to change direction a little bit or take it one channel wider.
And I think that, you got to credit the Glendale midfield defense as well. They're not allowing Mike Junk to pick up any territory. And I think in the past, that's when they've been able to create some opportunities when him getting behind that first line of defense and then looking for his support players. But that last play, Pat Doyle, fantastic tackle bringing Junk down quickly.
Good scrum from Glendale. Steady as a rock. 8-9 on the short side. They use it. Good defence though from Stringer. Glendale looking to recycle the ball just short of the halfway. Goes to Malifa. A little bit of width. Oof. Good bursting run. Excellent run there from Josh Sutcliffe. Just gets over the gain line. Furlong to Malifa. Pressure from Glendale. And Siegel just slithers through a gap, gets to his feet again, gives Patterson time to get to the breakdown. So, his hands there definitely from Palmer. I think we all saw that.
The culprit quickly looked at the referee. That was Brad Keys. Yeah. Quickly looked at the ref. I guess he caught me.
It's the temptation, isn't it, Viz? When it's something there that's right in front of you and all you want to do is just grab it with your hands and you can't. It's that discipline that one needs.
Yeah, we're going to get a good look at it here. But it's a good play by Siegel. He kept the ball alive. And there it is right there.
Good work too, I think, from Chad London. Really made a nuisance of himself there.
9 blue, spell. Halfback. No, you're on it, mate.
And the next 10 minutes of action are brought to you by Lowe's Denver Hotel. Value is the new luxury. Fortunately, Lowe's delivers both. Lowe's Denver Hotel.
And what do you know? The old man, Andre Bashley, makes an appearance with about 12 minutes left in the match.
Now, he's probably got quite a few caps as well there. Probably.
Oh, yeah. He's 30 or 40, I would think.
Yeah.
He played for a number of years for the U.S. team. It's been a great addition for this club here, as player-coach type of thing. Captain in the past of this side, but adds a lot of leadership to this Glendale side.
Nice looking kick off the boot, but just short and faded left. Basso with the ball now. Good wheels for a big man. But a very good tackle there from the number 20, Brad Wimbush, to get across. Stringer now to London. London bounce pass to Junk, and unfortunately, small knock on. So Glendale will have an opportunity to score another try from this scrum.
Hey,
their scrummers
be
look almost...
quiet. Be very, very quiet, mate. That sort of thing will just put you on the sideline if you're going to go like that, mate.
I think that's... I think he's been told.
Yeah. Yep,
Control yourself, 9. Control yourself.
And here's a pass out. It was a bad pass, but Junk just took his eye off the ball. Bounced right into his chest.
And today's instant replays are brought to you by Alpha Graphics. Increase your reach with Alpha Graphics. Glendale to field this scrum. Good attacking opportunity. Malifa barking orders to his backs. Looking for a bit of razzle-dazzle from Messe. They go 8, 9, 11. Little dink in. Pace. It's a foot race. And there's a bit of pace out there. King does the right thing and kicks it over. That'll be a 5-metre scrum because he kicked the ball before it had gone, or played the ball over his own dead ball line before it had gone over the try line. Important distinction there.
Make sure the binder's
But a nice little
stay here
foot
for
race
me.
there
Make sure
from
the bind,
King.
Nice little kick by Andre Bachelet as well. He saw the defense up quickly. He knew he had some speed out wide with Dewan Reed, but again, a good defensive play by Palmer. But here again, a resultant 5-metre scrum. Let's see if they try to keep it in the forward pack, try to go for a pushover try. They really haven't been able to knock Palmer off the ball too much.
Yeah, I think we could see Dewan Reed inserting here. He did it early in the season for a magnificent try off Malifa. And early in the game, he rolled off Nessie's shoulder, but he got the dummy. So we'll see what happens now.
Well, all 4 of those Glendale attacking players are flat, which means Nesse is probably going to take it to the line and choose one.
Yeah, too close. All right, let's go again.
And you got Statler way out here on the wing, guys. He's nearly on the side.
There you go. He's hiding.
We've seen that before, but he's going to be well guarded this time.
He's well marked, stretching the field well. So you got a little gap just outside the outside centre.
Pause. Engage.
Maybe Bachelet is looking for a little look around the corner. You never know. Wheels the wrong way for him. It's a bit messy. Oh, knockdown. That'll be another scrum.
It wasn't intentional. He's just slapping, and you've got it in your possession.
Yeah, just a little knockdown. Ref will explain. We'll get another scrum. We'll get another chance at this.
Yeah, tough to call that intentional.
Yeah, see, Andre knew that scrum wheeled that way, so they called it off. That's when he was going to go back to his backs.
As you said, it's just so great having such an experienced player come off the bench and just steady things. 10 minutes to go. You don't want any injuries, any risky play. Just keep playing the pattern and preparing for tomorrow's final.
In these kind of attacking situations, you can think your way into a try here. You know, there are gaps. The defence has to be back 5 metres. If you're smart about it, you can get the result. Malifa has it, runs at the line. It's a dink over. It's a dink over. The fullback is flat-footed. It's bounced into James Patterson's arms, and that's a great try. Beautifully put together. Well executed. This time, hats off to Nesse Malifa. Lovely kick. Patterson seems to have injured himself slightly in that try.
I'm actually going to credit Patterson here because the way he shielded that defender, I mean, it was beautiful. He got behind him and then he just shielded him. He knew that ball was going to bounce and he was going to just keep the defender away from it.
So it was like a screen in a sort of an NBA playoff game.
That's right.
This is
setting the post.
Malifa does well here. Just dinks it. His C15 has to backpedal. Absolutely right. Great patience there.
It's so hard to defend that. You're rushing up. You've got to stop the runners, and then the chip over the top. It's just too late to realise that. It's a great move and well executed. Definitely crediting Malifa with this one.
Great kick.
And the other one is, is to aim at the post and try and get a bit of rebound action off the post. So you double your luck.
That's absolutely right.
Did you coach that, Johnny?
Johnny was a flanker who coached the backs. So we did win a Super League though, so
missed it.
Just missed that?
Wow.
Dear me.
Conversion attempt no good. The score is
No, not a great day for Siegel off the boot, unfortunately.
So James Patterson will leave us this evening and leave the Glendale team. He joins the USA national team, the Eagles, as they prepare for the upcoming 3 tests. They're in West Point camp right now. And so unfortunately won't take part in the final tomorrow, but he's been a wonderful addition for this club and a phenomenal game he's played today.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting tomorrow. I think Mark Bullock, he's used Aniki Famasili a lot, who's just a 19-year-old at the 15 position. We've seen him play a few games. He can blow hot or cold. He played really well in Chula Vista in the playoffs. So I think that probably has given Bullock confidence to put him in tomorrow.
So one of those test matches will be here at Infinity Park. And as we said, it's just a beautiful ground to host such a great event. Seats over 5,000 people. And last year we had a test match here against Canada, and that was fantastic. Besides the loss to Canada, it was just a well-attended, great evening.
Thanks, big fella. Good job.
Oh, speak of the devil. There's Famasili coming in. Is he in the wing? Looks like he's playing the wing right now. And it looks like Dewan Reed possibly has moved back to the fullback position.
We've seen Dewan at scrum half, we've seen him at wing, and now fullback. So very versatile.
Palmer scrum. Attacking opportunity. It's messy. Very messy. They move it out. The fullback, good defence from Glendale, from Seagull especially. It's been solid all day. Come around the corner. And that's the replacement halfback that's on. I think it's Jared Morrison. And not rolling away the tackle player. I'd agree with that. And they go quickly. They need to. London has the ball. Takes on the defence. Very good chop tackle there from Josh Sutcliffe. Pick and go now from the Palmer forwards. And that was Christian Price, the replacement. Mr. Junk now taking the ball forward. He's tackled well in midfield.
Get out of there, 18! Advantage!
Yeah, and that's Mike Taffel making a nuisance himself. Too much of a nuisance, and it looks like he's going to concede a penalty, so it's advantage to Palmer as they move it the other way. Don't have a lot of creative options here. Very one-off. Still playing advantage. Glendale attacking ferociously on their own try line. Really ferocious. It's a triple play there, I think, from Stan Morelli. Really impressive stuff from him. We go back to the original penalty. Palmer get another go. No, that's too far away. He took the tap too far away. That was Jared Morrison. They go now quickly. Going for the line. Just held up. Can they get a Palmer? Chad London driving play for the line, and he's jotted it down. Good try. Deservedly. They deserved it. Put a lot into this game. A lot of pressure on Glendale. Very unlucky not to be very close to them at half-time. The game's got away from them, but that's a good try.
Yeah, and here's Palmer again, well rewarded. Chad London scores the try, just able to dot down through the Simon Dogby tackle. But again, I'm glad they got on the board. They put a lot of pressure on this Glendale side, especially in the first half. Not so much here in the second half. But Chad London, he missed a couple of kicks early on that I think really could have boosted this Palmer side. But,
yeah.
And again, as a forward, you rely on your kickers to make the kick, especially the makeable ones. And when they don't, you do a whole lot of work, and then you're not rewarded with it. Really, it brings you down. So, I think those were key moments in the game when London failed to convert on those kicks. But again, I think Palmer, again, you got the hats off. 3 times in a row they've been here to the Final Four. They've yet to crack through to the final, but hats off again to Luke Stringer and his team. They really suffered a loss when Duclas was hurt earlier in training. I think it was yesterday or Thursday, which prevented him from playing today. But that's a big loss. He's a good player, a key player for this back row.
So we've got about 2.5 minutes left in this ball game. It's taken by Palmer after the restart from Glendale. Just recycling the ball. Glendale 34, Palmer 10.
Let him go.
I'm sorry.
Advantage over.
Ball drifting in a touch, getting a
Line
tad
out.
messy at the moment. A little bit of
just settle.
a little bit of something. A little bit of extra spice to the reserves.
Hey, 2-2.
Ref's gonna have a
22.
word.
Settle down, or otherwise we'll settle down on the sideline. Understand me? Captain. Now he needs to go.
That was dissent.
Come here.
That was genuinely dissent.
I'm not going to put up with that, all right? Not going to put up with that. Understand me?
No.
Very lucky I'm not going in my pocket. Yep.
Absolutely.
Very good. Be very, very careful, 2-2. Yeah. Not funny. Yeah, it's almost the end, Missy, so we'll just leave it, eh? Yeah.
All right, well, that's probably cool heads have come to the fore there, but Jared Morrison should not be treating a referee in that manner at all, regardless of what you say or don't say. It's intimidating behaviour. There's no place in the game.
You can just feel the frustration by this Palmer team throughout the second half. I don't think they've gotten any calls gone their way in the second 40.
No.
Or even in the first, they felt a little.
That's right.
Still playing advantage.
Chad London still playing. Nice little break on the outside, gets it away. That's 23 David Bowman with the ball. But again, every time they make a little half break, Glendale recover. It's a bit messy for Palmer. They try to recover it.
No hands, no hands. Back step.
Morrison clears it. London, long ball, great ball. Out to Junk. Space on the outside. That's King. Ooh, slipped into that tackle unfortunately, but gets to his feet. Felt he was held, but in any event, he's got away with it. They recycle the ball. Morrison again moves to London. London looks for a runner, finds it. I think that's the replacement loose forward. Rebelke.
nice steal that time by
good
Doug
steal it
Graves.
was, yeah.
Backwards under pressure, ripped out by 5 nicely, and then forward by Palmer. Knocked on.
Heard the explanation from the referee. It's a knock on. We'll have a scrum. We've got about less than a minute to go now. Some very tired bodies out there, as you'd expect.
This will be your last set piece, gentlemen.
And I heard it from the referee. This will be our last set piece. Got 20 odd seconds left. There's the
crouch.
Yeah, Mark Bullock already thinking about tomorrow's Belmont Shore opposition and what they're going to put up. They look very impressive in their first semifinal victory today over Metropolis. So I think we're in for a dandy of a final tomorrow. And there's Nessie just kicking into touch.
So, the end of this second semi-final. Glendale are victorious. They have defeated Palmer by 34 points to 10. What turned out to be quite a comprehensive victory, but there will be some wounds and some battle scars for Glendale to take in tomorrow. And in tomorrow's championship final, we can look forward to two very attacking teams. It will be Glendale against Belmont Shore.
Yeah, Johnny, we got the two best teams in Division I, no doubt, facing off tomorrow. It should be an explosive battle. A lot of strike weapons on both sides, good defense, big forward play, and really looking forward to that match tomorrow.
And it looks like we can go down now to Dallin Stanford. He is with his old friend and ex-teammate, Nesse Malifa, the captain and fly half for Glendale.
Okay, here we go. Captain Nesse Malifa, congratulations. It was a tough first half, though.
Yeah, we knew they were going to come out firing, and they're big lads, so we knew we had to come out and make our tackles, and credit to the guys, man, credit to the lads, they made their tackles. We talked about going low, they were big boys, and we did that very well. We didn't have much ball. We didn't have much ball in the first half to start off with, and when we did get the ball, we were a bit frantic, we were a bit frantic. We tried to do missed passes instead of putting it through the hands, but, I mean, I'll take the win any day, so good performance from the boys.
Yeah, second half, you guys a lot more patient, you used your outside backs very effectively.
Yeah, and that was credit to the forwards because they were producing that good ball. And once we did, we started getting into our game plan, our structures. And yeah, I mean, it was easy when you had the ball. So credit to the forwards again. We got some ball more in the second half and we made a lot of use to it.
And yourself being captain, and that's a role, how was that for you?
Yeah, it was, I mean, you know what, I'll tell you what, it's a great bunch, these lads, that, I mean, they're all leaders, and that's the easy part of captaining. I mean, unfortunate to lose Nick, earlier, and guys like Kenyon, also Wata, but guys stepped up, and that was the beauty of it. We had depth in this club, and I mean, like I said, it wasn't hard to captain because they're a great bunch.
Well, you certainly did. Congrats, Captain. Wish you all the best for tomorrow. Okay, congratulations, Nessie. Back to you guys.
Well, congratulations again to Glendale. They're into another final, and that's where we will go to tomorrow. But we're going to have a short break now. Then we'll come back with a post-match show and a little bit of analysis from Brian Visit and I. We'll speak soon.
When a beer tastes both refreshing and flavorful, there are some reactions you can't control. And some you can. Please drink responsibly.
Lowe's Denver Hotel, located in Cherry Creek, a unique four-diamond experience awaits you. Dining with local flair and flavor, supremely comfortable accommodations and vibrant spaces throughout. The Lowe's Denver Hotel delivers unsurpassed service for you, your kids, and your pets. Lowe's Denver Hotel, your gateway to a true mile-high welcome.
Our Wells Fargo team members have their own definition of banker's hours. In a time when budgets are being cut for our schools, parks, and other important programs, we believe commitment to our communities is more vital than ever. And that's why every day, our people give thousands of hours to the communities we serve. 1.3 million just last year. Wells Fargo, with you when your community needs a hand. To find out how we can help in your community, visit wellsfargo.com.
The new place is perfect, or at least it will be, with a little help from Dex. In the book or at dexknows.com. Dex can help you get results fast and deliver the best local advice so you can get it done right. Right here, right now.
should do this more often.
Dex, results for the here and now.
What happens when a beer tastes both refreshing and flavorful? Guinness Black Lager. Taste it, believe it.
Yep. And it was Peter Bota that got Glendale on the board early in that second half. The referee, it was a very contentious try. The Palmer players thought they held him out. The referee said otherwise. Here's a great play by Daryl Furlong. Through the dummy, the fend, and then the step. He combined all his skills to score the try to make it 22-3 at that point. And then Nessie Malifa took over for the next couple of tries. The long kick out wide to Max Statler. Statler, plenty of speed to burn. He scores the try to make it 29-3. And then Malifa again with a little pop kick down deep in Palmer's end over the defense. And then it bounces true to James Patterson, who did a good job shielding. 34-3 at that point, and with the game out of reach right at the end. Here comes Palmer, never saying die. They get the ball out to the number 10, Chad London. London cuts back against the grain and scores the lone try for Palmer. 34-10 is the final score.
Today's match from Rugbytown, USA was brought to you by Hampton Inn. We love having you here. Hampton Inn. Excel Energy. Excel Energy, responsible by nature.com. YMCA, the Y. We're for youth development, healthy living, and a social responsibility. And by Van Gilder, 105 years of success. Van Gilder Insurance Corporation, VGIC.com.
From Rugbytown, USA, welcome back to Infinity Park here in Glendale, Colorado, where we've seen Glendale defeat Palmer by 34 points to 10 in a really free-flowing second half. It looked very tight in the first half, Brian, and then in the second half, Glendale just somehow seemed to break loose and get these points accumulated and get the victory that they needed to get to the championship game tomorrow.
Yeah, and I think Mark Bullock hit on the head probably in the locker room, telling his forwards to hit those rucks a little bit harder, play more aggressively, and as Nessie Malifa said, it was the forwards that really did the job in that second half to allow their backs to do the good things, and it was Peter Bota who started things off for this Glendale side early in the second half. He picks up this ruck ball and is driven ahead by about I think it's going to be Santa Rosa and Wisconsin.
And the other one?
Yeah, I think so.
And the first one?
The D2 game, I think.
Today's match from Rugbytown, USA was brought to you by Hampton Inn. We love having you here. Hampton Inn. Excel Energy. Excel Energy, responsiblebynature.com. YMCA, the Y. We're for youth development, healthy living, and a social responsibility. And by Van Gilder, 105 years of success. Van Gilder Insurance Corporation, VGIC.com.
From Rugbytown, USA, welcome back to Infinity Park here in Glendale, Colorado, where we have seen the second semi-final of this men's national championship decided, where Palmer has been defeated by Glendale by 34 points to 10. Brian Vizard, the second half really just seemed to open up for Glendale. They were opportunistic and they took their points when they came.
Well, I got to imagine that Coach Mark Bullock was really on his forwards in the locker room at halftime. They weren't doing anything. They were being dominated in that first 40 minutes of play by Palmer College, but they came out in the second half and really started to light things up. And it started with his try by Peter Bota in the 8th minute of the second half. All the forwards were involved. He even had a couple of backs driven in there. The referee right on the spot. It's kind of a contentious try. Palmer thought they held him out. The referee said no, he grounded at the base of that pad. And the try was awarded 15-3 at that point. And Daryl Furlong, what a fantastic play, showing all his skills. First he throws the dummy, then he throws the fen, then he steps the defense and scores the try to make it 22-3 at that point. And at that really lifted this Glendale side. And then Nessie Malifa took over with a couple of great plays. First, the long kick across field to Max Statler. Statler, plenty of speed to burn, scores the try underneath the post to make it 29-3. And then in the shadow of the Palmer's goal line, a little chip over the top. Watch the block out by James Patterson. He scores the try to make it 34-3. But you got to credit Palmer. There was no quit in this team. They continued to push down deep, and at the 35th minute in that second half, Chad London scores a try, goes through a couple of Glendale players to make it 34-10 at that point. But again, a very good display, especially in that second half by this Glendale side.
Yeah, Glendale were impressive. They managed to score the points when they needed to, but just a little bit on Palmer. I really thought that they fantastically combative at the breakdown.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, the forwards played well throughout.
Well, that's the final score here. We've seen Glendale defeat Palmer by 34 points to 10. My name is Johnny Cox. I'm here with Brian Vizard on behalf also of Dallin Stanford. I'd like to say thanks very much for tuning in. For more info on Infinity Park, go to www.infinitypark@glendale.com. And this has been a presentation of the City of Glendale, Colorado.